I am California of the past.
I
I
am
am California
California
of the
of the
past.
past.
I
I
am
am
California
California
of the
of the
past.
past.
In May of 2006, my brother asked me to help him drive some kids from a youth leadership group to a Cesar Chavez Day march in downtown San Jose. And so we all piled into the van and we were on the 101 headed north. And as we passed Story Road exit, the traffic was all backed up. And all you could see was a mass of people walking on the Story Road overpass with banners and flags. And we really wanted to stop, but we didn't. We continued on to Alum Rock and went to our original destination, the Mexican Heritage Plaza, to the Cesar Chavez family march. But there was only about 40 people there. And the kids in the youth group really wanted to go back to Story Road. So we went and we tried to get back there, but it was impossible to get to. The 22nd Street was blocked, and so was 24th and 26th. And so when we finally got to McLaughlin and parked, I was amazed by what I saw. There was a huge march against some racist legislation, and there were thousands and thousands of immigrants and families and working men and uh, working people and Chicanos and Mexicanos, and they were protesting. There was people on flatbed trucks. There was music and musicians chanting. There was hordes of people, thousands of people, and I was torn because I had to get back home to my kids, but at the same time, I couldn't tear myself away. And so I'm there, and it's the biggest turnout of people I've ever seen in San Jose. And there was such an energy, such pride and frustration, and the whole crowd was marching to who knows where. We didn't know where it was going, but we knew that we had to join in. So I locked my car, and we just started walking. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have any cash or any water or anything, but I had to join in. And it lasted from uh, at least Santa Clara Street to Story Road, and there were Mexican flags, American flags, a lot of chants, and it felt really good because I've organized a lot of marches against other racist proposals like Prop 187 and Prop 229, and for other events in the past, and I've participated in walkouts when immigrants and Chicanos were being targeted and pushed out of schools and stuff, and I've never seen so many people come out of the woodwork. And so as we're going up McLaughlin Avenue, people were joining us from their homes and from their front yards, and that's not an easy thing to do. It doesn't always happen. It takes a lot of momentum, and it just happened, and it was organic, and it was good. And I think people felt safe to join the march because of the sheer number of people that were already in it. The energy brought a lot of people too. It allowed people to join because they could feel the energy of the crowd and it motivated them. And so later that evening, the event was picked on by the media because, there was a lot of nationalistic pride, a lot of Mexican pride, and they downplayed the numbers, of course. But the legislation that we marched against was killed eventually, and it inspired two other marches afterwards that were almost as big. It was something that you couldn't organize, something that just happens, and it made people pay attention. So I think that San Jose's history and Mexican roots make it a friendly place for immigrants to come and live, to establish themselves. And that can be said for most cities in California. But San Jose's history of activism and continued activism is what make it a cohesive place for people to express themselves.